What's your favorite animated movie and why? Princess Mononoke. Miyazaki and Studio Ghibli really know what they're doing. Captain Harlock, Space Pirate. The movie had me interested in the first 10 minutes. Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame. It has such a beautiful soundtrack. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Great story and the animation is amazing. Porco Rosso. It's a neat story and it takes place in an interesting world. The Emperor's New Groove. It is hilarious. Fantasia because it's the only movie I can watch 1,000 times and still be captivated. Spirited Away or Shrek 2. Wreck-It Ralph. I love the whole video game aspect. It's just a fun movie. Second one was good too, but the first one is probably my favorite movie of all, not just animated ones. The Cat Returns by Studio Ghibli. Sometimes you want to watch a deep, meaningful Ghibli film and then sometimes you wanna watch one about a girl who thinks, yeah man, I'd have sex with that cat. Because we would all have sex with that cat. Rise of the Guardians. I don't really know why, but this is one of the movies that I would have always watched over and over again, even now. Ghost in the Shell, 1995. It's gorgeous, thrilling, provocative, philosophical, and ahead of its time. Disney's Sleeping Beauty. I have always loved that unique, sleek artwork that combines the classic Disney style and pre-Renaissance art. Even the backgrounds were lovingly crafted. Plus, the bad guy, or in this case, bad girl, makes the movie. Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School. The Incredibles because Mrs. Incredible. Shrek. I've only seen the first two. There are a lot of adult jokes thrown in that I enjoy and they're just funny/pleasing to watch. Wall-E. The first half is captivating, and creates such a rich world and set of characters, and does most of it without words. Iron Giant. It's a classic movie. Akira. It's got some truly wild visuals. The Thief and the Cobbler, the recobbled cut. If you have the chance, just watch it. It's the most beautiful animated movie I've ever seen. The Lego Movie was dope. Interstellar 5555, the 5 Tori of the 5 Ekrat 5 Tar 5 system, amazing music from Daft Punk, very nice graphics and good story. K-On! Movie, it's one of my favorite shows to watch when I'm bored, so of course I love the movie too. Your Name made me nearly cry. The first one I ever saw was Snow White in the late 1930s. I remember thinking then, this Disney guy is going to be huge. So I'll cite that film as its significance was readily apparent and it demonstrated to me what animation was capable of. Disney's Hercules. Hella underrated. They took Greek mythology and injected it with modern gospel music. It sounds kinda weird on paper but they pulled it off. Toy Story, Ratatouille, Finding Nemo. 3 classics. Probably Tangled, Frying Pans, Who Knew Right? Or Wreck-It Ralph because it was a video game movie that didn't suck and was actually awesome. Secret of Kells. Beautiful animation, lovely characters, and a great story. A Silent Voice. It was beautiful. The Road to El Dorado, super underrated. End of Evangelion. While I can appreciate how the series ended, everything about the third impact in the movie just had me speechless. Also Comsusatod has been stuck in my head for weeks. Wall-E. Even though people consider me a tough nut from outside, that movie hit me hard. I felt sad for a month even though it had a happy ending. Later knew the loneliness he felt resonated my own. As for animated series, it's Heidi. My 10-year-old brain was able to process that emotional traumatic experience. Akira. I saw that in a theater when I used magic mushrooms for the first time. This was an experience I will not forget. I watch too much anime to answer this. That is the correct answer. Waltz of Bashir. Very underrated. Scene after scene of visual poetry and has a hard-hitting story/motif about war and violence. Grave of the Fireflies. Beautiful film and story. Wall-E. My mom loved that movie, and it's great. Rango. It's funny, has great voice actors, and the animation is beautiful. Night is Short, Walk On Girl. The same studio did Tatami Galaxy, if you're familiar with that. The movie basically follows this girl going on a pub crawl through the campus district of Kyoto on a summer night. She meets all sorts of quirky characters, consumes some delicious looking food and drink, meets the god of old book markets, and generally has a great time. It's such a wonderful, fanciful movie with a beautiful and unique animation style. Prince of Egypt. Not only do you have a star-studded cast of amazing actors, but the animation is real. It is vivid and beautiful, and most of all grand. Every scene is filled with a scale that makes you feel both small and inconsequential. Not only that, but all the animation makes you feel something. You can feel the weight of the fishnet, or platform holding bricks, or the rock cutting his foot, or the sting of the whip on his shoulder. But most of all is the soundtrack. Perfect songs that help elevate the already grand visions of Egypt, Pharaoh, and God, and the war between them. Coco, Pensive Face. Because it's beautiful and heartbreaking. The Secret of Nim. It just has this amazing tone and feel to it that no other movie has been able to match for me. Overall, Wall-E. For sheer and utter brilliance in the shortest amount of time, the opening of up https://www.youtube.com/watch. V=F2BK_90482G, is simply unparalleled. The overall film is great, but that opening knocks you sideways. As for the single greatest moment, for me, it's Mrs. Incredible saving the kids. https://www.youtube.com/watch. V=FM7TZN3sva. There are entire franchises with less tension and emotional depth. The moment she goes for them, shivers every time. And the fact she's using proper, real-life terminology, body spiked etc., is the cherry on the icing on the cake of that scene for me.